Yo guys, I'm Nvme and welcome back to another Dying Light 2 video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get your hands on the glitched Enso Katana. Yes, this glitched weapon from Carnage Hall is still obtainable even after the latest patch, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys not only how you can get it, but also how you can improve upon it so that it deals more damage and is even more useful. But now before I continue this video, I'd like to ask you guys to please drop me a quick like, and to consider subscribing since I make a lot of useful Dying Light and Dying Light 2 videos. And lastly, a special thank you to all the members on my channel. But now with all that being said, let's get right into today's video. Now the first step in order to get this weapon, you gotta head over to Lower Dam Air by this outpost. Next to this outpost, you'll find a container being held up by a crane. When you go inside the container, you'll see that it's a shrine to Kyle Crane, who was the main protagonist in the first game. You want to sit down on the chair and wait until lightning strikes the table. When it does this, it'll give you the Nvme Marion boots. Now what these boots do is that they allow you to do this special animation. The way you activate this animation is by moving forward and jumping. And on the third jump, it'll do this special animation. You'll see why this is useful later on. But now the next step is to continue on with the Carnage Hall DLC until you get to the last mission, which is where you'll be fighting Skullface. Now on the last mission, you'll be fighting these goons to sort of like warm you up for the main boss. Now a tip for you guys is that when you are doing the Bloody Ties DLC, you'll be doing a mission where you'll try to find Churro, but instead you'll be in this room where all these people are locked up. You'll have an objective that is optional where you gotta free them. Now if you free them, they will help you in this mission, allowing you to go get some medkits and other useful stuff for the final boss. So just a tip for you guys, if you want to make this easier, make sure you help these guys early on. But now once you beat these guys, you'll be fighting Skullface. You'll be given the katana that we want to get, and what you want to do is fight him normally. You want to beat him without doing anything special. When you beat him the first time, he will bring out his Demolisher pet to fight you. Now another trick for this is that if you spare Churro, he will actually beat the Demolisher for you, saving you a lot of time and effort. In order to get Churro to help you, you need to spare him, and the way you do this is by fighting him normally when he has the mask on, and then when he takes the mask off revealing himself, you want to choose to spare Churro and then not attack him. You can jump up and hang from a rope until he is done, and then lastly all you gotta do is spare him again. And just like that, this cutscene will appear and it will save you a lot of time and effort. But now after this, you'll be fighting Skullface for the last time. Now here's where you gotta pay attention and follow what I do closely. Now it is important that you get Skullface's health down to like where he's almost done, like where you can almost kill him instantly. However, you do not want to kill him. What you want to do instead is to throw the Enso Katana at like this roadblock. It's not really a roadblock, I don't know what they're called, but you get what I mean. You just throw it right here in front of it, and it's got to be the specific one. And once you do that, you want to beat Skullface very quickly. And after you do that, skip through all the cutscenes, make whatever choices, it doesn't matter. Just get everything done very quickly. You'll spawn in your room, and what you want to do is exit and then go to this corner. You want to make sure you have the Nvme Marion boots that we talked about earlier, and you want to do the animation up against this wall. Now the only tips I can give you is that when you are doing the animation, like when you get the animation off, is to turn your camera either left or right when you get the animation off. But not only that, make sure you are pressing Aiden against the wall. Like as you are doing the animation and turning your camera, make sure you're moving yourself forward against the wall so that you glitch through it. But now once you glitch through it, you want to pull out your paraglider and nose dive down. When you nosedive down, you'll get into the arena that you were in before, and if you land safely and go back to the spot where you threw the katana, you'll find it right there. You can then pick it up, blow yourself up, and still have it in your inventory. And just like that, you got yourself the glitched Enso Katana, which can 2-shot or 3-shot most enemies. But here's how you can get it to 1-shot or 2-shot most enemies. The first step is to make sure you have a tank gear set that has a high amount of increased damage for 2-handed weapons. The higher this is, the better chance you'll have at 1-shotting or 2-shotting most enemies. But now the second tip is to rank up your legend level skill, Ronin, all the way up. What this does is that it increases the amount of damage for 2-handed slashing weapons, which is what this Enso Katana is. And the third and final step is to use the best weapon mods you have. For the tip, it doesn't matter, you can use whatever you like, but for me I like to use Spark. That's just a personal preference, you can use whatever you want. But now for the shaft, I recommend using a blast mod. The reason why is that when you use a blast mod on a glitched weapon, that blast mod will deal glitched damage. So it can either 1-shot or 2-shot any kind of enemy in front of you. And since the blast mod can get like a huge crowd of them, this could be very useful. And because this weapon can be repaired from a craftmaster, you can use the empowerment mod for the grip instead of the reinforcement mod. And just like that, your weapon is even better. But now here is something optional that will help you guys out a lot. When you rank up your legend level skills, there's one skill called Immortal. What this does is that it grants you health based off the amount of damage you deal. And because you have a glitched weapon that deals a whole lot of damage, you'll get a lot of health for just killing zombies or any kind of enemies. And something you can do to increase this is to either use the Tremere Charm from the Tremere bundle, or the Serendipitous Serpent Coin Charm from the Snake Warrior bundle. Both of these do the exact same thing and for the exact same amount, which is 0.75%. And when you add it up, there's a very big difference. But something to keep in mind though is that what this does is that it heals you on damage dealt. But because these biters, virals, and all these like weaker enemies don't have a lot of health, you can't inflict a lot of damage. And because of that, you don't get healed a lot. However, if you fight like tougher infected like a goon, demolisher, or volatiles, you'll get an insane amount of health for each kill. So make sure you keep that in mind. And for those of you who missed out on this mission and want to know how you can still get it, there are a few ways. The first way is to start a New Game Plus, which will reset the DLC, allowing you to do it again. But that's a very tedious process, so the second way is to join someone who hasn't done this mission yet and do it with them in order to get it. But anyways, that's it for the video. If you guys want to know how you can get your hands on glitched weapons that aren't missable, check out this video right here. Or if you guys want to know how you can get your hands on the cyberpunk hands in Dying Light 2, check out this video instead. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.